Hello and welcome
Hello.
to an update of all updates. What?
This is
What's
almost
going
kind of
on?
a sneak peek behind the scenes. I mean, I have missed, like, when Heather said, yeah, Customers for Life is a good podcast. When are you going to do a new episode? Is there a new episode? And Cassie's like, there's not, but there will be.
Amen. Amen. And I'll catch everybody up and
Hey there, it's Rhonda Melogy. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to hit the subscribe button below so you know when I publish a new video, probably any minute now.
feel like the last series of the episodes that we've done was sort of like sharing the behind the scenes of the building and the launch of the Freedom to Impact website. We did an interview with the incredible Melina. We were coming up to the retreat and the Freedom to Impact virtual live hybrid event, which was incredible and amazing. And we came off of that with so much clarity. Like, Rhonda has been in massive hold my digital beer mode and has just been building and launching like crazy, which is why we have so many things to share behind the scenes of like what's been going on, what we've created, what we're going to be sharing, and just the process that we've both, like, I feel like even in the last month, Rhonda, things are accelerating and it's clear. Like, I remember from one week to another, like the biggest thing that we implemented in the last month was the series of the live 1 hour cash machine workshops. And for me, that was really, really special to me because you hadn't experienced a live 1 hour cash machine workshop before. And I'm going to make it no secret. Like, I think Rhonda is just a flippin' genius. And the way that I run things past her, and I just straight out tell her, I need my green check mark from Rhonda that this is good and this is okay. And so for me, I was so excited to bring that back because last year when we ran the series of live workshops, there's just so much momentum. So many incredible businesses have been built off of that. Multiple six figures have resulted from that workshop for a lot of the attendees, and like solid foundational scalable business models. And so I was excited for Rondo to experience it, but I was also a little nervous because I was like, what's she going to think? So Rhonda, what did you think?
So there's a little bit of a backstory to this because before we were partners, we were in Boise together. I remember, I don't even know the name of that restaurant that we were at. We were sitting there waiting on food. I think I had the iPad open and we were walking through.
Oh, yeah.
Putting together things, right? And you're like, yeah, and I got this 1 hour cash machine. And then I was like, what? Wait, what was that? What did you just say? And I really wish we had that screenshot because I think we circled it, because there's sometimes when you come across programs and like the name of it, you're just like, like we call it purring, like I'm going to make it, whoa, and the 1 hour cash machine at that point, I knew that she was putting in the reps. And the beauty to that, we should probably do just like a whole like debrief, but she never does just like 1 hour cash machine. She will do like a series of 1 hour cash machines, right? And at the time, before we were partners, I saw the buzz that was created for implementing over and over and over. And so when we were putting together inside of Thrive Cards, what we use, we skip the sales page. Let's go straight to like the meat and the potatoes. I was pulling up all of these comments about the 1 hour cash machine. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. Then she started posting on social media, and all of those people who had participated, this is hands down the best workshop that you can attend. Oh my gosh, look out, you are in for a treat. And so I was like, I don't even know what to expect, right? And there was such a positive energy when she entered the room. I've seen her kind of talk about her story, which I absolutely love, and sharing that. But then it's the transformation when you come into the room, like this is not Kaci talking at you. This is Kaci is your partner giving you feedback because she's done the reps and she knows what to look for you to go post. And I think for me, like that is like the best part of the workshop, and seeing someone give her an idea and she's like, well, why don't we try this approach? And they actually go and post that. And here's the kicker. They get results. It's not, yeah, I think I'll think on that and I'll do that next week and I'll put that in my schedule. She gently like pushes you over the cliff with the parachute. And we didn't know. So we did one and Kaci at the end, she was like, oh my gosh, what did you think? She's like, put me in, coach. I'm ready to do it again. And she was like on this 1 hour cash machine mode. It was fantastic. Well, I think I could have done this, or maybe I should have done this, or maybe we can do this, or this is what I was thinking. And I was like, all right, let's do it again. And then the second one that she did, people came in and they're like, I got to put my camera on, and say, yeah, you got to put your camera on. And she was pacing them. And there's something about like doing it and implementing and like getting just a little bit of feedback. Well, there was one particular person that we didn't get any feedback from at all. She came in, she's a digital bookkeeper. She had clients. She's got 5 clients, but there was also a container that she was living in that said, I can only have these 5 clients because, and the reason I say because, I'm not going to share her because, but I want you to fill in that blank of what your limiting belief is. It was her limiting belief. And Kaci's like, well, the way that I see it. And then she was like, oh, and she went and she posted. Now, Kaci and I did not know what the results were. She's in one of our communities and we have a Friday win thread, and she posted, yeah, I got 4 clients. Oh my gosh, 4 clients in 48 hours. Let me say that again, because anyone who's like struggling to get clients, or maybe that process, she posted 4 new clients where she felt like she was boxed in a container. I know that and it's unfortunate that you hear the hype. This thing will transform your life. It will transform your business. It truly will. When you are in the room and you see the energy, it's almost like the first person to like be the example is kind of like, but by the 3rd or 4th person, they're like, yeah, this is what my business is. And this is what I need to do. Like they're all in, right? Because they see like Kaci's magical brain that can like fire. It's amazing to watch. It truly is. And it is in our quick win shop on demand. If you have a chance to get live, you need to do it live, but it really is a foundational offer that we have now for Freedom to Impact. And I'm like super blessed that I can be a part of that. And I'm really excited.
Oh man, I feel like I got my green check mark.
Times 2, 10x.
Amen. Amen. I mean, I love the energy. I love the environment, and we are looking to do more with 1 hour cash machine in the future. But it opened up conversations, and, while 1 hour cash machine lab workshops are going on, I feel like our little team of amazing elves are also building out like another big thing that has happened. And those who are in the community, they're loving the experience of the digital planner, and I'm loving the experience of the digital planner because this is a huge identity shift for me. Because I tell Rhonda all the time, like, I'm a digital product creator. I'm a digital planner designer. And that's nothing I never, like if you would have told me 6 months ago, Kaci, you're going to design a digital planner, I would be like, gosh.
So do we want to like pull back the curtain and share kind of like the behind the scenes on how that happened?
Yeah.
Okay. So probably 2 years ago, I approached it differently though. It was really interesting. It's like, do you want me to show you how to use or how to build a digital planner? It was one of the most popular posts in community. but I didn't see that neon sign. I truly wear sunglasses, I think, and never see the neon signs. Over the summer, Kaci and I were talking, and I had actually purchased a course on how to create digital planners. I use digital planners, had been using digital planners, Kaci too, paper planners, notebooks, all of the things, Trello, using all of it, right? And so I had an idea, and I was like, hey, Kaci, there's some things that are happening. I think that we're going to shift things. Do you think you could do a digital planner? She's like, yeah. And so I did these mock-ups on a Google Doc with notes and Loom videos. That was my brain. I'm visual. This is how I've taught systems. This is how I've taught time management. What can you do with this? And so within a weekend, because she really, we were on the call together, and she was like, well, how do I put all of this together? And I was like, yeah, I don't know. That's the friction. 2 years. That was the friction, why I had not done it for other people. I was going to teach it, but to like actually sit and do it, that was the friction point. So what do? We procrastinate, we shy away. Well, I've got the amazing Cassie Brown, I don't even do graphics anymore. I do them and I laugh because I always know that she's going to come behind me and do it. So here we are. And over a weekend, she comes up with this planner and she shares it with me. I lose my mind. I lose my mind because what she did is she took my brain and she made it visual, and it's ours. It is, we're a blended family now, Cassie Brown. It was the way her design interpreted my brain. That's the only way that I can say it. And we launched it inside of our community. And we were putting that airplane together so quick. Anyway, so we did the first one and people loved it, and we got some feedback. And so we made some changes. And as you're starting to make changes from that initial Google Doc of laying things out, that became our process. And then Cassie took it upon herself to put together very fancified, beautiful colorways of what was to come, with the fonts and the this and the that. And I was like, that is gorgeous, right? So it was funny. We were on with Melina, who we were sharing. She's our website designer. She's a beautiful brand designer, gorgeous soul.
I will also just butt in here. I get my green checks from Melina too, in case anyone was wondering. Melina is, in my eyes, like the authority on design. So I'm like, I just need Melina approval, please, before I can move forward. So
yeah. And so we showed her, we were on a call, and I was like, yeah, let me just show you how we do this. And I went through and I was showing her, and in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, we have a process for this. So we did it again. And then we did it again with updates all along the way. And there was just something about this month's planner. I got it early, and I looked at the preview, and it was just delicious. It was delicious from a color standpoint. From the design really didn't change. I think it was the colors. I mean, what is it about it, Cassie, that just makes me so excited when I open it?
It's color therapy. You know, we were talking about this earlier. One of our cars has like LED lights that change, and I just feel so at peace in that car. And I get that same feeling when I do like review the designs, or I make the color palettes and I do the first few mock-ups for the team. And I'm just sitting there and I have so much peace and joy and satisfaction. But it's that visual like experience of those colors, because we're even doing some remodeling in the basement, and there's colors down there that we don't see every day in life. And I think that's the part of it, is like, same when you watch the leaves change, like there is a like basic like human element in our DNA where there's some sort of like peace and tranquility that triggers with just an unbelievable satisfaction with colors and the way that we experience them.
And the thing that I found that was really interesting about the planner, and we never would have, oh my gosh, like we never would have known this had we never implemented it. Let me just say that again. We never would have known. If I would have gone into a community and asked the question, who knows what type of response? Probably people would share the planners that they're using, which then I would compare myself to those planners, and it would still be a friction point and we still would not have a planner, right? But implementing kind of over and over and over again, the thing that I realized this month was that a lot of people, and I see this as far as habits go, a lot of people, they have great intentions. As entrepreneurs, our common theme is a hope. We have hope for what we want to share and that we will be successful. And what that planner, a new planner, offers, and we put our system inside the planner. We don't leave you to just take your paper planner and like cram it into this. It's a very specific system to help organize your time, right? It's an opportunity for you to renew your commitment. It's why we get excited about New Year's Eve. I want to leave the past behind and I want to move forward to a bright new future. You have that I'm losing my mind. You have that opportunity each and every month with the planner. And there are so many things. I think the planner is going to be, we're going to be talking about.
I think it's obvious. We need to put on our little content Google sheet, like there's a hack. That's how we do our content. We just have a running list of ideas. We'll do a full episode on the planner for sure, because it is all of the successful little habits that we have over the years, like found like in our own like singular definition, like our own little winning formulas to be able to share with everybody. And it is fun.
Yes. And that like touches on another topic. It's the simple formulas that we have used. I mean, 19 years and counting, implementing over and over, 40 years between the two of us. We didn't take a planner, copy a planner, and share that planner. That planner is our brains, our design together. And the thing that I love the most, like sometimes, like when you're out and about and one of the phrases that you hear is like, yeah, I don't even remember what I had for dinner last night. Like that's how fatigued our brains are and the amount of decisions that we have to make, that we are less than 24 hours from when we had our meal and we can't remember what we had. But I can now record this in a journal and it's not stacked up somewhere where I can never find it. All of my journals are labeled by month inside my planner, and it takes no more space. And so more episodes to come on the digital planner, because I feel that the digital planner is going to be really big for us 2023.
Oh yeah. There's a ton of episodes upcoming over our journey into digital products. And I honestly still I'm a digital product creator, right? Like
that kills me, Cassie. I still the first time you said it. So let me apologize to you, because the first time you said it, you said it with like such pride and so much excitement. And I laughed. I wasn't laughing at you.
You thought I was being kind of sarcastic.
But like you weren't, like you were speaking from your heart. Like that meant so much to you. And as soon as I laughed in that moment, I felt so bad for laughing, because the way that I look at you and your experience, I mean, we just talked about the 1 hour cash machine experience, right? I look at that and I'm like, why is that so impactful to her? Because she's amazing. And to me, it's like, okay, we do this, 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 and this. I don't know how technically we're going to get it done, but this is what we need to do. But then on the flip side of that, I will say, Kaci, like Kacifies our messaging and marketing. I mean, she opens up every single one of these episodes and she shuts it down. I can't do that. And so, I mean, I think they need both of us, Kaci.
Oh man, it's been such a beautiful adventure. And that's, you know, I feel like we're open looping here. We're just a couple of marketers here, Rhonda. I think we definitely owe everyone an episode. Just in partnerships and empowering women and leaning in and collaboration and all of that type of stuff. And I know we're running up on time, so maybe I'll just open loop the next episode, because because of the results of what's happening in 1 Hour Cash Machine and the conversations that we're having and the great leaps and bounds that we're seeing when people implement systems like the digital planner, and when Rhonda and I leverage like her genius and my genius, and we support people through systems and automations and tiny tech and team. We've got a powerhouse just of a beautiful offer that's coming up that we've built out in the next program, that honestly these steps have built, right? And serving our mastermind and serving our one-on-one clients and serving the community. You know, we recorded content earlier and we talked about leveraging sticky note secrets to get things out of your head so that you can see the patterns. And by showing up and serving and just like where the boots meet the ground, providing those solutions, patterns emerge. Mm-hmm. And these patterns that have emerged for Rhonda, that we've had a front row seat to, literally like the past, 14 months now, right? In the way that we've been collaborating and working together. But it's also a culmination of those 19 years running our own businesses separately and building and launching messy but it's created this incredible ecosystem where we've been able to take what Rhonda does, like as easy as breathing and in her sleep. Like she posted in a group that we're in, I ate systems for breakfast. And I'm like, there was never a truer sentence spoken. But she takes things and she puts them in neat little packages that are not intimidating and helps people take these baby steps. And my gifts are like the motivating baby steps, huge mental shifts of strategy and soul alignment. And like what we're going to be sharing in the next episode is essentially, I really feel like the cornerstone of our business leaving 2022 and going into 2023 is what we've created is I'll reveal the name, we're calling it Systems of Scale. And it is, oh my gosh, freaking yummy. And when it's like, talk dirty to me, like this is it, my friend.
So, okay. So I'm a visual person. I know you're shocked. And Heather and I were on a call and we're like, all roads lead to, and I went SOS and I went, oh my gosh. And then Cassie's like, yeah, that's what I've been saying for the past 2 months, SOS. And I'm like, no, that's not what you've said, because there are programs that like I intentionally like say like a different name. Like now we could probably never know what the original name was because I've said the wrong name so many times. But I would say systems for scales, systems of scales, systems. So I was saying until I saw SOS. And it was funny because Cassie got like all fired up and she was super excited. And she goes into this community and she just like starts talking and it's so clear. And I'm like, yes, it is, my friend. It is. Because the steps that we have taken this year collectively, the 19 years, 40 years between us, this is it. This is flag in the sand. This is where like we want to be known for this. We are going to serve our hearts out. It's not just systems. Systems is a huge part of that because that supports the strategy. It amplifies the amount of time that you have, and it aligns with the way that you want to run your business. You know, as we kind of close down the year and we look forward, I feel like I'm more reflection mode of the steps that we've taken together. And if anything, it has definitively told me exactly what I want and how I want it and how I'm going to get it. And I just like fired up. That doesn't mean to say, as we close out the year, and I've had this like with programs before, that there's not like tender feelings about the things that we've done together thus far, that whether it's clients we've worked with, programs that we've been a part of, whatever that looks like, that you close the door to. I mean, you've kind of talked openly about that as we kind of transitioned into our partnership together. It kind of feels a little bit like a death. I know that sounds like really weird. Like, how do you go from being so passionate to sounds like a death? What are you talking about? But it's all part of the season right now, and reflecting in the year, taking these wins, not being mad at myself for choices that I've made, that we've made, but understanding why we made them and where that's taking us next year. And like being so fired up that I may cuss.
Well, there's your warning on the next episode, earmuffs. Awesome. All right. So stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you for joining us for the All Things Update. What have Kaci and Rhonda been up to? And where is this next leap of Customers for Life going? Buckle up, Buttercup, because, when Rhonda talks about some things close and some things come to an end to open up possibility and opportunity. I think that's been one of the biggest lessons that we've learned this year and are embracing. And does it mean there maybe is, some sadness and letting things go because that was how it was? Yes. But I'm equally excited of this is how it is. And my beautiful vision is seeing other people having this formula in their business, the way that they define success, they installing the systems of scale in their business that defines what their wins are. Like, it's very personalized. That's what I love about it. It's still personalized, the way that we want to operate, the way that we want to serve. But the beautiful thing is, Rhonda and I, like, we're shooting for the moon, baby. Like, we have goals that continue to outpace and outgrow. Like, we're continually challenging. We're closing the gap, and that means the goal post has moved because we're expanding our capacity continuously. But the beautiful thing to me about systems of scale, what it means to even a small business that is either chasing six figures or trying to build the foundation for six figures or multiple six figures to seven, even if all it does is install these 4 systems and multiplies their time to where they take a 50, 60, 80 hour work week and they're down to, 3 to 4 day work week, 20, 15 hours, whatever that looks like. Just that alone has tripled to 10x what their current revenue is at the ridiculous hours and being in burnout and overwhelm. So if all that does is simplifies someone and cuts their hours down that they're working and they stay at the same revenue, that's still massive results, and they are going to count that as a win, right? And so that's what I'm excited about, is the people who want to go to multiple six figures, they've got the roadmap. The people who want to go to 7 figures and beyond, this is the way to do it. And that's what I'm so excited about, because I didn't have this roadmap. I didn't have this roadmap. I fought systems for a really, really long time. Like, Rhonda was the clouds have parted, the light has come down, angels have started to sing because this lady speaks a language that I don't. And it's beautiful when you have both in your business. And so I appreciate you, Rhonda. Thank you for sharing your gifts.
Well, I appreciate it. It's like like we really need to get together for Halloween. Like we could be peanut butter and jelly. You complete me. Absolutely. And I just, for me, when something is repeatable, then I can get better at it. That is my zone. And that's where I run to. When I saw the words SOS, because I know so many people, like, in the front of the store, it's a party, and on the back of the store, it's a hot mess. We've talked with those people. We've worked with those people. We've helped them implement. And I just feel like it's going to be a game changer. And I am thankful for all the experiences that we have, that I've had personally, that we've had together, because that has prepared us, like what you said, when one door closes, another opportunity opens. And I'm loving life right now. It's good.
Yeah. So with that, we will catch you on the next episode, sharing more deeper behind the scenes of how Systems to Scale came about. Another program reveal that we haven't even shared yet, which is super exciting. And as promised, we'll do a deep dive into the digital planner, and definitely 1 hour cash machine. I think that truly is like what Rhonda said. I'm a marketer. I'm completely jaded by the words life-changing. Like, it took me a really long time to even accept that. But when enough people send you messages and screenshots and thank you for pushing them beyond what they thought themselves as capable of, and in their own words, it changed my life, it changed my business, that I can accept and I can get behind. So yeah, that's it for us today.
Yeah. So for all of that, and we're going to just tie this whole thing up with a bow, because we have an amazing website now. I mean, it was super ugly in the beginning, and now it's absolutely gorgeous. And you're going to want to hop over, because we're adding things to that quick win shop on the daily, I feel like. It's freedomtoimpact.com. Melina Southworth, what an amazing brand, like website extraordinaire, like amazing, wonderful person too. We got to meet her. I got to meet her at the retreat this past year, but hop on over and see all of her wonderful design over there. So we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for spending some time with us today. Click the link. It's the first link. We make it super simple for any of the tools and resources that we talked about in today's video, helping you make it easy for your freedom to impact.